Okay guys, here's for the indoor update. It's June 6th? No, June 2nd again. I don't know why I said that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start off with the cephalotus. You can see a rather dark coloration right now. Strong lighting and cooler temperatures. It's really like this thing, and it's going gangbusters. Pictures everywhere. We've got those two that are about ready to pop. And I'll actually pull back, show you what this looks like. So there's the whole plant. It's gotten pretty big since I first got it, which was only one picture. Now it's can't count them all. Yeah. Then Utricularia laxa has decided to flower, and it really does flower once it flowers. And let's see, there's the top of the terrarium, and the latest flower on this thing. It puts out some pretty tall inflorescences. Then we've got some seeds from Fred P. That's a Schnell's Ghost by Self, and some flytrap seeds from Big Mouth. You can see that one's getting really red. Let's actually go in there. Yeah, so as you can see, that seedling is pretty freaking red. Should turn out pretty interestingly. Then also got Alucard by Leucophylla alba. I've only got 3 of those that have germinated. There's another one over here somewhere, and then one down here. You'll see, hope more that comes in. And these are given to me as Morinensis. Could be an assortment of different things. We'll just call them Morinensis for now. And there's a lighter pink, and then we've got the really dark one. I really like this one. So regardless of what that is, I'm keeping it, because it just looks awesome. Then we've got Pinguicula seriana, out of dormancy, finally. Took it long enough, just broke a few weeks ago. Then we've got Ignata, probably True Blue. And Safflower. Sorry. And Pinguicula cyclosecta, grown from pullings, and some miscellaneous pings, no clue what those are. Then another cyclosecta, that one actually went through dormancy really nicely. Then Launiana. Got that one, which is more red, and then that one that doesn't. Yeah, so go on to the next terrarium, which, actually I'll pull it back and show you what I did with these. I got some new pots in. And makes things so much more space efficient. Having square pots all the same size. So much floor space. So much more new stuff to add. Okay, anyways. Enough of the nonsense. We've got Madagascariensis. It's actually going to be putting up a flower. You can see it right there. See inflorescence right at the tip. Excited about that. I've never seen the flowers on this one before. And we've got some, decided to restart the Drosera rosiana in a square pot. So I can make more space for new pygmy sundews, and I think there's some spatulata that somehow got in there. So I might have to restart that one again. And we've got, Sarracenia Lamentations by Aleta Nigropurpurea, which is taken off. And then Spatter Patterns by Lamentations, which looking pretty awesome. Nice veins. Yeah, this way. It's a flower for Drosera pulchella, which I'll get more to that later. Yeah, there's a... I've been using this mycorrhizae stuff called Kangaroots by Fox Farm lately on these, and the results are pretty impressive. Then there's the Flava open pollinated, and then Flava ornata, followed by Flava atropurpurea. Or Rupercorpora, I don't remember. I think they're Rupercorpora. And then we've got the Rubra from Brunswick County, North Carolina. And Aleta Night by Red Sibling. You can see some color developing on that one, which looks pretty nice, very red. And then we've got Aleta Open Pollinated, which looks pretty badass. Drosera pulchella, And the occidentalis, or occidentalis, doing whatever they do. Got a second growth. And then Drosera androsacea. I didn't like being repotted too much. And then I got these in from pineapple. So that's Drosera patens. Only one of those survived, but that's enough to start a new colony. Then Trichicalis, or Placio subspecies Trichicalis. And let's see, yeah, and then Anthophrysodicina, which is highly light reflective to the stones. Okay, here's the I really like the shape of this one so far. And I'm officially blinded by the overhead lights. That's the Aleta. I hope it keeps that shape. It's really cool looking. Then and just to show you how insane this open pollinated flava is, those are from 1 to 2 years old, and then that thing's 6 months. It's already taller. So it's gonna be a ridiculous plant. We got some Drosera specialata. Yeah, nothing too stellar about those. Same old, same old. And the what was it? Drosera rosiana did in fact bloom, but didn't get to get it on video. It doesn't last very long. Yeah. Then we've got the fly traps. Still growing very slowly. Putting on some size. And we've got a soup of Darlingtonia. Looks like noodles all over the place in a casserole. Don't eat them. They probably don't taste very good at all. Yeah, so we've got that. And then now I'll take you over to the Nepenthes terrarium. Okay, here's a Ventricosa yellow by Red Lips, I think that's what it was. We've got a Lady Pauline back there. So I repotted them into all square pots. And these ones are actually in a turfus perlite mix, so we should see how that does. I've seen some good results with it before. But before going any further, I'll back up, show you what this whole thing looks like now. So there's the whole terrarium. Much more space efficient. Fit a lot more in there now, but I'm still almost out of space. Then we've got a Phragmipedium lindenii, which doesn't look too happy. It's down to 3 leaves now. So if anyone has any advice on that one, please give it to me. And Ventricosa, just a little under stress after repotting. And Burkii over here. Just lost that picture. We've got a basil on it, so yay for that. And Utricularia calicifida, down under a shady spot under the Ventricosa. So, it's getting some cool colors on the leaves. And we've got the little tiny Attenborough eyes. See if we'll back, they actually have some tendrils now on their leaves, leading to the pictures. There's a new germination right there. So those are growing pretty quickly. Very satisfied with those. And then we've got Veitchii from Rob Zacalato. Hairy little woodland beast. I got a new leaf. That thing actually grew quite a bit. As you can see, big increase in growth. I'm just hoping that one makes a picture of equal and impressive size. And Basilicioides by Ventricosa with no pictures. Sabianensis still unhappy. You've got the Restupria brachypus, which actually flowered. It's got another flower coming in on some old leaves. Pretty cool looking. And then let's see what else. Yeah, Nepenthes alba, pictureless for a while. And then we've got Fusca back there. And he's hiding. That's the only picture on this one right now, but it should be making some pretty nice ones. Seed grown. And then got a new picture on Boschiana back there. Kind of small, but really long tendril. And then new picture on Nepenthes Nile. Rather curvy shaped leaf thing. What else? Yeah, new Caladium picture. This is always a nice hybrid. Maxima by Campanulata. Cool shape. show you that. There's our caladium. And then we've got a new truncata pitcher, which is actually a decent size. Maybe about the length of one of my fingers. Then we've got a new Maxima de Caposo pitcher coming in. And some Aristolake Q80s by Ventricosa cuttings, which will be selling at CrossFest. Then Chicolaria Humboldtii, which is an absolute monster. You can see it's got a new adventitious shoot. And you can see there's traps right there in the aquatic stage. Pretty cool looking. It's got another really adventitious thingy going over that way. And we've got Nepenthes edwardsiana right next to it. I got one picture right now, but should be making another over there. And that one's just dying off. It's getting decent night temperatures down into like 60 something. And then we've got Lavacola. No pictures on that one. We've got or no new ones at least. This one's growing really slowly because of that basil, which, as you can see, come along quite a ways. And then where'd you go? Newish picture inflating right there. And we've got a basil on Glabrata. And yeah, the Bashia, or no, whatever. So Burbidgia is doing something. And we've got a Singolana cutting, which doesn't look like it's in that good of shape because all the leaves are dying, but it has a green growing tip, so it should be able to recover, question mark. And then Glabrata doing something again, about a foot away from the pot. Then I divided up the Helianthera minors. So we've got that new leaf coming in there, and you've got another one down there, and hopefully that one makes one. So we've got about 3 or 4 growing points on this one division. Then I split it up into that one. And that was being sold to Ben Rush. Then we've got Encyclia polybulbon. It is growing as usual. The Maxillary Huntii, which is still alive, surprisingly. No new growth. And the I think I figured out what this one is. It's can't remember the genus name. Dryadella attenuata. Yeah, that's what we think it is. And Sophronis cernua, which actually is killed off most of the new leaves, but it has a growing point coming into the center of the screen, as you can see. And a very happy Erangis lutea alba. Got 3 new vegetative growths. And Sagmorchis pusita. And the Brassivala cuculata. New leaf. We used all the king roots on this stuff. And they're going crazy with root growth. And Oncidium Croesus, and a little Tillandsia, and Bulbophyllum mirum. That one, I hope that one flowers soon because it's really cool looking, but it smells. So, yeah. And then over on the windowsill orchids, we've got the Media calcodurceratum, and we've got some flower buds coming in, some inflorescences on the Colagine. New growth on Dendrobium, still putting out a new leaf on the Paphlowii, and some growth on Paphmemorium Barbara Duncan. So yeah, that's about it for the indoor plants. So I hope you enjoyed that. Until next time. And here's a little extra. Yesterday this wasn't open, but today woke up and it is. This is a flower for Drosera pulchella. And you can see it's kind of a metallic pink. Really cool. And you've got another one over here. Don't know if that one's completely open or not. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Big flowers on a tiny plant. They really are just about as big as the rosette is. So yeah, there you have it. Drosera pulchella flower.